Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Wake Up Call, your wake up call. This is Dr. Jeff LaCure, and as promised, today you get part two of Dr. Jeff's health, happiness, and healing. It's a little review, and I got a lot of nice feedback about it, and I appreciate it, and I really hope you'll subscribe, you'll like, and you'll share with your friends. I think this is a really important 10-step process because I want you all to be the top 1%. We've all been blessed with that ability, but we don't all take advantage of it. But I've received a lot of nice feedback about part one, which was about using food as medicine, about living a healthy lifestyle through what we put into our body. Today, I'm equally as excited to be here with you as I talk about, as I share with you that a critical component to our health, to our happiness, and to our physical, our emotional, and our mental healing, you got to get yourself down to the gym. I'm telling you. And it needs to be 5 days a week. Now, I want to be clear with you. Even if you just work out with weights, and that's very specific what I'm suggesting, I am not minimizing how important other forms of exercise really can be. I'm not minimizing it at all. What I am highlighting for you, however, is lifting weights is incredibly healthy for us in so many ways, and I'm gonna outline that for you in just a moment. But even if you just go once a week, you are making progress. However, if you want to be in the top 1%, you're going to go at least 5 times a week. Now, quite frankly, as I mentioned to you last week, number 10 of these important steps is stop making excuses. So I don't want to hear from any of you that you don't have time. Because again, we make time for what's important. And your health, your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health needs to be a priority. If you have those 3 things, a lot of the other things in life really fall into play. And I hope none of you ever experience this. I hope none of you ever experience the intensity of depression, the grip of anxiety, or a diagnosis from your primary care or a specialty provider because you didn't take care of your physical needs. Get yourself in the gym. And really, I want you to go every day because I want it to be such a part of your lifestyle that you can't imagine not going. But today, on this cloudy, rainy day in Massachusetts, welcome to springtime in Massachusetts, you need to prioritize your physical health. And I'm going to give you some suggestions on how you do it. Now, I have people in my life who literally, in order to make time to be in the gym, lifting weights 5 days a week, and actually they go every day, they get up earlier or they go to bed later. See, you have time in your day earlier or later if you don't have time in your day. So let's just say, for example, you're working, which the average worker is 8 to 5, not even 8 to 4 or 9 to 5, it's 8 to 5. You have time in the morning before you start your day. You also have time on your way home to go to the gym, or you come home, you do what you need to do, and you go. But I don't want to hear excuses that you don't have time. I mean, if you work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you don't have time. My 2 sons are police officers. They frequently work 16-hour shifts, sometimes 3 or 4 days in a row, and they still go to the gym. Now, they're cheating themselves out of sleep, no question about it. They're cheating themselves out of interaction with family and friends and so on, no question about it. However, they are prioritizing physical, emotional, and mental health because they recognize by doing that, they're better fathers, they're better partners, they're better people. So I don't want to hear the excuses. I really don't. I don't want to hear the excuses that you don't have time. You have plenty of time. You may not have motivation. You may not have desire. You may not care. But you have time. If you are on this device, and I know you are, for hours a day, you have time. If you're lying in bed at night, scrolling through your phone, you have time to do some weight training. You have time. You've just chosen not to use that time. Now let me give you some of the irrefutable benefits of weight training. And again, I'm not minimizing those of you that love to go for a walk. It's probably one of the healthiest forms of exercise you could do is going for a walk. And actually, I forget which week it is. It might be week 4 or 5 or part 4 or 5 in my 10-part series about going for a walk with your favorite person several times a week is so good for you. But walking in itself is low stress and really, really healthy. And I want you to do that, but not instead of weight training. I want you to do both. And what we know is people who weight train live longer. Irrefutable. I'm not saying a dude or a dudette who weight train does, it's not inconceivable that they drop dead of something or they get a terminal illness. I'm not saying that. But I am saying, and the research is irrefutable, that they tend to live longer. Think about that for a moment, especially if you're young. See, when you're young, you're thinking, you're not thinking about the end of days. But there'll become a time in your life when you do, and you have a choice now if you're a young person, and I'm really going to consider you under the age of 50 as young, because you got so many years left, that you can choose to live your end of days, your end of years, with a lot of physical health. Or you could be your Aunt Frida or Uncle Phil, who are in their 60s, but they look like they're in their early 80s. And biologically they are, because they didn't take care of the body. They got diabetes, they're obese, their joints hurt from always being inflamed. You can prevent that by exercising, by weight training. Here's the other amazing thing about weight training. Besides extending your life, it extends the quality of your life. And any of you who are in a relationship, or even if you're single, let me give you one of the great benefits of weight training. You're going to love this. I hope you do, because it's part of the 10 steps to health and healing and happiness. You're going to have much better sex life because you're physically stronger. Think about that. You're going to be able to connect more in a really intimate way with your partner because you're physically stronger, because your muscles are stronger. Notice I'm not even talking yet about how you look because you're weight training. By the way, you're going to feel great by how you look, but that's the secondary. I'm talking about how great it feels. So people who weight train consistently have better sex lives. They have better stamina. Their muscles are able to respond. And because they feel better about their body, they're much more willing to share that really important, intimate part of themselves with their partner. It feels good. And when you feel good physically, you feel good intellectually and emotionally. So if you're having some difficulties or some issues around physical intimacy with your partner, weight training will help that. Specifically to my brothers out there, I don't care what age you are. Guys who weight train consistently are far less likely to battle erectile difficulties. All men, I don't care how many times you go to the gym, in their lifetime are going to have moments where they have erectile difficulties. I don't care if you're 20 or 90. It's a normal part of being a guy. But for many men, because they don't take care of their bodies, right, the likelihood of erectile difficulties increase exponentially, right? You start narrowing the arteries, which is what fuels the fire to create an erection, you're going to struggle with difficulties around it. And you can prevent that by exercising, maintaining a healthy diet as we've talked about. But exercising really reduces the likelihood of erectile difficulties, period, or certainly reducing the amount of times that it happens. And to all the guys out there who are tuning in, it's happened to you, and you don't feel great about it, right? You're with somebody you love and you care about, and you're expressing so many good emotions with each other. You want everything working for you head to toe. Exercise, weight training will do that for you. Here's another thing that exercise does. Your body becomes a more effective calorie burner because you've weight trained, right? Look, I use myself as an example. You be you, right? I got to be me. So you be you, I'm going to be me. I go to the gym every day. How ironic would it be if I was just sitting here as a massive hypocrite, right? I've been to the gym once since like February 1st. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a hypocrite. But I typically start every day by going to the gym. Absolutely, every single day. And because I start every day by going to the gym, while I sit here giving you this information on the Wake Up Call podcast, my body is more efficiently burning calories. My body is more efficiently metabolizing all the nutritional needs that I have. Your body can do the same. Now, here's something that I've more recently integrated into my weight training, and this is a really cool thing, and I have a separate, might be week 4 or 5, again, I'm not exactly sure. You would think I'd know, it's my 10 steps, but is by exercising with somebody you really care about. It's a wonderful way to connect. And typically, every Friday, and everybody uses Friday night as an excuse. Oh, I can't possibly go Friday night, I'm tired. It's been a long week. Work's been a grind. The kids have this, or it's girls' night out or guys' night out or whatever it is. Excuse, excuse, excuse. There's time. Lately, every Friday, me and my girlfriend, Christine, I drive up her way. We go to the gym. We have an amazing workout. We spend a little time with my mom who lives in the area. We go out for a phenomenal meal. And we just have a great time. And it's a wonderful way to connect. And we've been adding Tuesday nights as well. So not every day starts with a workout for me. But 7 days a week, pretty consistently, I'm moving iron. I'm moving iron. And it feels great here, and it feels great here. And the other reason I want you to do it is the side effect of weight training. Think about that for a second. The side effect of weight training is your body actually aesthetically looks better. Now, I'm not doing this, and I don't want to hear all the cards and letters. No one's mailed me any cards or letters, but I do get emails. Oh, yeah, easy for you to say, Dr. Jeff. No, it's not easy for me to say. I live it. But I hear people say all the time to me, mostly because I give them $100 to do so, wink, wink. But they'll say, you don't look 61. I promise you, if I wasn't in the gym every day, no matter what my genetics are, I'd look my age and then some. You have that ability to do it too, and it will start in the weight room. The weight room is your fountain of youth. Or keep eating Krispy Kremes, as we talked about last week. Be sedentary, smoke, drink heavily amounts of alcohol, do copious amounts of drugs, take a shortcut of Ozempic, not a sponsor, do all that stuff. You'll actually look older than your actual biological age. And if that's not important to you, that's fine. I don't weight train so that I look younger. I weight train because I'd like to be on this earth for as long as I can be. I weight train because it helps me manage stress. It allows me to go, I weight train because I know it's good for me. I weight train because I get a buzz. But I also love the side effect that it's April 7th and short sleeve weather is around the corner. And I like the fact of how it looks. But I'll tell you right now, I will never judge you, nor should anyone, if the number one reason you weight train, and it's a good reason, is for how you look. If that's your goal, is you want to look better, I couldn't have your back anymore. I'm serious about that. And then your side effect, because you want to look better, is you feel better. You're healthier. See, if your number one reason to weight train is you want to be healthier, I got your back there too. Because not only are you healthier, now you look better, you feel better. And here's the deal, and pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know this. But as I mentioned to you about food being medicine last week, weight training is medicine. Weight training, you don't need pharmaceuticals. I'm telling you. You can avoid diabetes with a healthy lifestyle, healthy nutrition, and getting into the weight room. The majority of you can avoid that. You can avoid obesity, right? By those three things. And you never need to take medication. You can keep your blood pressure, most of you, in check because of healthy nutrition, a healthy lifestyle, and the weight room. Or, guys, you could take copious amounts of high blood pressure, cholesterol-lowering medication, and guess what the side effect is of most high blood pressure medications? That's right, erectile difficulties. Please tell me how that's a payoff. Let's review. Certain medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, much more difficult time getting an erection or maintaining an erection. Oh yeah, your blood pressure's lower. Or you can go to the weight room and move iron and your blood pressure will appreciate you. And the likelihood of erectile difficulties goes way down. Beautiful side effects. Pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know that because they need you to use their product. I'm going to tell you right now, I shouldn't say it because I'm still gainfully employed. So a lot of you know I'm a shrink. And my clinical specialty is working with couples. I got a lot of clinical specialties, but one of them is working with couples. And I don't want to put myself out of business because I'm still saving for retirement. I still like cars. I hope to get married one day. I got a lot of hopes, and some of them involve finances. So I should edit this part out because I'd like to stay gainfully employed. I'm not going to tell you how much I make an hour. That's my business. But I will tell you, it's a lot more expensive than a monthly gym membership. Planet Fitness, not a sponsor. They should be. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk to them. They should be. $15 a month. And then they have that little sneaky add-on of $39 or $49 or $59 a year they call maintenance fee. I mean, my gym's got to do some more maintaining. Good people, nice place, but we got to get some new equipment there. But back to the point. $15. $15 a month. And you can have a healthy lifestyle. And if you train with your husband, wife, boyfriend, or girlfriend, if you train with the most significant person in your life, I hate to say it, I'm going to whisper it, I might be unemployed next time we meet. I might be begging people to come see me. Most of them won't need couples counseling. Isn't that amazing? Most of them won't need couples counseling because they're going to enjoy the ride there together. They're going to work out together. They're going to have conversations together. They're going to push each other. They're going to challenge each other. They're going to reconnect with each other. They're going to see their partner as strong and confident and motivated. Oh, so sexy. So sexy. And then they're going to go home together, maybe have a nice healthy meal together. They're going to get naturally high together by all the oxytocin and endorphins raging through their body. And yes, the statistical likelihood of a couple that weight trains together of having more sex, which is so healing for the body, mind, soul, and spirit, increases exponentially. Or, I tell you what, do this. Don't do any of that. Stop going to the gym. Make sure I have a busy private practice and keep the pharmaceutical companies in business. Let me say it to you again. Couples who weight train together have a greater respect for each other. My girlfriend, who reached out to me online, thank you online, in her profile, one of the things she was looking for was a guy who was fit, was a dude who cared about his fitness. She mentioned some other things. I remember reading her profile going, holy cow, she just described me. And I was so hoping that my profile described her. And guess what it did? Different podcast for a different day, but it's coming. Because next week's about soulmates. But we'll stay on weight training. But here's the thing. Guys, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Women are so, God love you women, you're so understanding, you're so patient, and you overlook so much. However, guys, they lose respect for you when you as a dude look 8 months pregnant. I'm serious. And you don't have to look 8 months pregnant, guys. And I'm not body shaming you, but you weren't born that way. You made a choice and a decision, dude. You did that. Your significant other, she wants you to be the best you, because when you feel good about you, you give her the best you. And she overlooks that 8-month pregnant look. But she doesn't love it. She still loves you, but she doesn't love it. And you know why she doesn't love that 8-month pregnant look on you, dudes? Because she knows you don't love it. Get your butt in the gym. Train with the man or woman that you adore, and you will rekindle any fire, any flame that may be waning. I promise you. You'll have fun. You'll look forward to it. What an awesome, I'm going to tell you, flat out, it is an awesome date night. It really is. What a fantastic date night. I'm not saying going to a movie, going to a comedy club, going to a dance, going to a concert, whatever it is that stokes your fire isn't awesome. But at least one night a week, go to the gym as a date night and have fun. Wear cool outfits. Look good. Show off to each other. Flirt a little bit in the gym. Make the eyes that only your partner recognizes, and he or she will love it. In some ways, if you do a Friday night date night, it's like pre-foreplay. It is, because you're reconnecting with each other. You're seeing the best of each other. You're pushing each other. And by the way, ladies, on behalf of all the men that you train with, allow me to do this. Thank you. Scientifically proven that as men, when we weight train with women, we release more testosterone. Thank you, ladies, for helping us release more testosterone the natural way. No supplement, no steroid, just good old-fashioned natural release of testosterone because of you, ladies. And more importantly, because of our specific lady, you're helping us as guys release testosterone. And guys, when we release testosterone, we sleep better. We're more patient. Our muscles grow. We recover more quickly. I know I'm bringing it up again. We have less erectile dysfunction. We have more energy. When we have all of those, we feel better about ourselves and we become a better partner. It is Lion King, Circle of Life stuff. Get your butt to the gym. No excuses. Here's another tip I have before I wrap up. I hate wrapping up on this one because I love this one. Scientifically proven, work those legs hard. Build leg muscle. As much as research has looked at the impact of muscle development, we understand now that having powerful legs adds to longevity. And here's something that I love about weight training. And I think I always knew it inherently as a dude who's been weight training since I think I was 14. So what was that, 30 years ago? I know I already told you my age, but at least humor me and lie and say, wow, dude, that's cool. You're still in your 40s. But here's the deal. We now understand, thanks to the research, guess what our muscles do while we're weight training and immediately after for 12 to 24 hours? Stop Googling it. Not a sponsor. I'm just going to tell you. Our muscles release an anti-anxiety, antidepressant chemical into the bloodstream. Let me repeat that. When you hit the weights hard, the muscles release a chemical into the bloodstream that is an anti-anxiety or an antidepressant. Or sit. Be sedentary and go to your primary care or someone else who prescribes medication, and they will happily give you an anti-anxiety or an antidepressant. And folks, no lie, every psychotropic medication has side effects. So much so frequently that they give you another medication to help treat the side effects. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm not saying there aren't times and moments and people who absolutely benefit from an actual pill. But I'm telling you, I think you can avoid a lot of pills by getting your butt into the weight room without excuse. Now, if you notice, I didn't tell you, this isn't a podcast to tell you, here's the exercise you should do, here's a workout routine you should do. There's a lot of really good information out there, right? Most health clubs and gyms have relatively or really good trainers who will take you through based on your goals. But you got to get there. And I will tell you right now, don't expect immediate results. Don't expect immediate results. 3 weeks. If you go consistently for 3 weeks, it will be a habit, it will be a pattern that your body will not allow you not to go. Your body will refuse to not let you go. Your body will beg you to go, but it takes 3 weeks. And I want to promise you there's 4 times every year that you'll be like, thank you, Jesus. And that's after 3 months, because you'll see a difference in the mirror. You'll notice a difference in your emotions, in your heart, in your spirit, in your love life. In 6 months, clothes fit differently. In 9 months, people are looking at you different. And in 12 months, you walk into a room and you own that room. What an interesting side effect, right? Men and women who weight train walk into a room differently. There's a little pep in their step. They got good posture because they're feeling good. They're feeling good. I want you to feel good. I want you to be the top 1%. You have the potential. You have the possibilities. I hope in some small way today, as we finish up part 2 about get your butt in the gym and move iron, I hope in some small way I motivated you. I hope I inspired you. I hope I reminded you to never take a day for granted. Never take a day for granted. Allow the weight room to be your sanctuary. Allow the weight room to be your safe space. Allow your weight room to be a place where you connect with others socially. It's real cool. Right after I'm done filming this, me and my brother, Richie, we're going to do a Bros Who Know. How did we meet each other? In the weight room. That's where you meet people like-minded, like-spirited, right? Working out, making connections, looking good, feeling good, laughing good. I want that to be you. And it doesn't happen sitting on your couch looking like you're 8 months pregnant, male or female. It doesn't happen while you're eating some more Jiffy Pop. It doesn't happen while you're drinking cola. It doesn't happen when you have barbecued wings, although they're delicious. It doesn't happen that you visit Dunkin' Donuts and have 12. Have one. It doesn't happen. Today, when you watch this, I hope tonight you will sign up for your gym membership. And I hope tomorrow you will go because you're worth it. I'm Dr. Jeff LeCure. You know what time it is. It's your wake-up call. I'll see you next week.